we've got ourselves an extra point away from the tie game. Will Lutz would send it through. And we got the final seconds of regulation. Justin Herbert to Mike Williams, setting up a 50-yard. Michael Badgley attempt for the win. Off the right, upright, and out. No good. Chargers can't seal a victory in regulation, so we head to overtime. Saints get a field goal in the first possession of OT. Final shot for the Chargers to try to extend this game. Mike Williams can't stretch it across the 50-yard line for a potential first down here, and Marshawn Lattimore with a tremendous play to keep Mike Williams shy there. And here's Justin Herbert off after the loss.
You got to learn how to close out games. It's the second week in a row where we had a lead and we let it go, and just have to learn to close out games. And when we're up, we need to keep rolling, and we need to play consistently all four quarters. And we haven't been able to do that these past 2 weeks.
It looked like you and Drew had a moment, a little bit more time than you had with Tom Brady last week. Did you talk about anything? Did he give you any advice or words of encouragement? Looks like you guys maybe posed for a picture.
Yeah, he just told me to keep working hard and hustling, and I told him I was a big fan, and it was an honor to play against him, and just told him good luck for the rest of the season.
How about Derwin James? Not seeing him this year for the Chargers secondary, but he recognizes that Herbert, so special. 4 touchdowns tonight. Unable to get his first win of his career, but he's had some really tremendous performances as we kick off the waiver wire spice rack. Just like that, Marcus, the nickname is born, Herbert. But let's start out here with who's hot on your waiver wire spice rack. What you got for us?
Yeah, Herbert, man. I'm kind of feeling that one. But if we're talking about herbs and spices and all that sort of thing, the extra hot this week on the waiver wire is going to be Alexander Mattison in Minnesota. Now, keep an eye on what happens with Dalvin Cook. He left that game on Sunday night with a groin injury, and I know the Vikings, they plan to test it out during the week. But if he cannot go, Alexander Mattison is the next man up in an offense that really wants to run the football. The matchup this week against the Atlanta Falcons and their porous defense is fantastic. So if Dalvin Cook doesn't go, Alexander Mattison is poised for a really big week 6. Now, my hot this week is going to be Chase Claypool, and for obvious reasons. I mean, you go out, you score 4 touchdowns in a game, you're going to be very popular on fantasy waiver wires the week after that. Now, we'll see what happens, what his role is going down the road once Deontay Johnson is back and completely healthy. He left that game yesterday with some injuries as well. But you like the fact that they're using him as a deep threat, getting him down the field. You just hope that he becomes a little more consistent week to week. Moving down to the medium spice, it's going to be Andy Dalton. He takes over in Dallas, obviously, after the unfortunate injury to Dak Prescott. This is a guy who is a starting caliber quarterback. Remember, this is a guy who helped lead the Bengals to the playoffs on occasion. So we know that the ability is there. He's got a bevy of weapons to throw to, and Dallas is going to continue to be aggressive throwing the football. So if you were in need of quarterback help, especially with 4 teams on a bye in week 6, Andy Dalton could be there to sort of pick up the slack for you. And my mild, it's going to be Chase Edmonds there in Arizona. You can make a case that he's outplayed Kenyon Drake so far this season. And now that disparity in snap share seems to be getting closer and smaller between the two of them. On top of it, the Cardinals get to face the Dallas Cowboys, whose defense has been pretty awful so far this season. So Chase Edmonds is making a case certainly to be a nice flex starter, especially in deeper leagues coming up in the next few.
Let's look at some can't-miss moments from yesterday. How about President Barack Obama with the congratulations to his friend Alex Smith, the Washington quarterback, for fighting back from that life-threatening injury to start again, back on the field for the first time in 700 days, as Barack Obama says, a testament to his strength, determination, and the love and support of his family. So, TD, what did you think of seeing Alex Smith back out on the field? Did you get anxious out there in the midst of feeling great for him, watching him play?
I don't know about that, Rat, but listen, man, Alex Smith is from San Diego, went to Helix High School, so I watched him go from Helix High School all the way Utah, and then obviously drafted by the Niners, man. So to see Alex Smith come back from that gruesome injury, the injury that he had was more inclined or indicative of a war wound than it was a football injury. To fight back from that, go through multiple surgeries, and get back on the football field, man, I was so happy to see him out there competing, and I'm happy for his family, for him, man, for that journey that he went through. So good for him to see him back on the football field, man. That was awesome to see.
Need more sites like that here in 2020. All right, JJ, last night in the Sunday Nighter, the Vikings got stopped on 4th and 1 after deciding to forego an opportunity for a field goal that would have given them an 8-point lead. Then, of course, Russell Wilson goes all the way back down for the game-winning score. You agree with the Vikings' decision to go for it on 4th and 1?
100%, Red. If I am Mike Zimmer over there and I'm the head coach, I am going for it right now. I am winning this ball game. Russell Wilson will not touch it. This is my decision. We came here on the road to win, period. So I am going for it. And then not only that, you have a feel of the game down the Seattle Seahawks' throat the whole game. So you got to believe we're going to get 1 yard. They didn't, but I absolutely agree with the decision. And I know Zimmer does. He'll do the same thing if they were playing tomorrow.
Led to Russell Wilson's league-leading 30th game-winning drive of his career. Okay, TD, speaking of decisions and play calls, what do you think of this Jaguars 4th and fail here with James Robinson down there close to a scoring opportunity in Houston?
Hey, Red, that's why running backs should not be trying to act like quarterbacks, all right? Listen, man, you got the rock. You need to go ahead and tuck that thing and run with it. Don't try to pull it out and throw it. James Robinson trying to throw a pass with gloves on, it just ain't going to work. You fumble the rock, so they need to cancel that play. We used to have that play in Denver where we do it every Friday, and I would purposely just sabotage the play so I wouldn't have to throw the football, man. So stick to running, brother.
That one's coming out of the playbook there for Jay Gruden in Jacksonville. All right, finally, JJ, Joe Burrow, the rookie quarterback, picked off in this game against Baltimore under heavy pressure. Marcus Peters gets his hand on it. Spotlighting A.J. Green here. Not exactly the greatest effort going in for a potential tackle here. Looks like he's trying to get out of there.
Is he blocking?
Hey, that's exactly what it looks like, Red. Like he's trying to get out of there. Like, hey, his head is on a swivel. Somebody gonna try to come get me. I'm getting out of here. They do not pay me to tackle. I am out here to catch footballs. He just threw an interception. I ain't getting my nose in there. But come on, AJ, you got to get down there and make that